Are state forests good for conservation? How much do you know about their involvement in selling trees for timber? Let's talk about it. First of all, not all public lands are equal. You've got your national forests, state parks, wildlife management areas, and state forests to think about. You probably think they all preserve the environment, right? Right? Maybe by trying to minimize human development, promote species diversity, maintain a healthy ecosystem, yada yada. Just wonderful little things like that. But state forests actually buck the trend a little bit. You may be surprised to hear that state forests are heavily involved in timber production and harvesting. Now, before you go throw your phone against the wall and start rampaging, state forests do need to have healthy forests to grow trees on in the first place. State forests in Florida apply prescribed burning to keep healthy habitats. They preserve trees and land for endangered species, such as the red-cockaded woodpecker that needs older trees to nest in, and they protect valuable watersheds. Alright, but let's get back to that tree removal part. Some state forest land simply cannot be harvested for wood, such as floodplains and wetlands. But uphill pine and sandhill habitats, like we have here in the Western Panhandle, is prime real estate for wood trees. Now, when timber is harvested, it's not quite like the clear cutting you will see on private lands. Many times, trees are selectively thinned out of a forest, which promotes natural regeneration. The money sold for timber also funds other conservation areas, even state parks and WMAs. But what about just the act of a minimal disturbance, such as thinning? Heavy equipment to haul trees out still needs to enter the natural habitat. This could disturb the soil, understory plants, introduce new invasive species, and alter microhabitat for some of our smaller critter friends. And what about those planted stands in state forests? We often think, well, more trees is better, right? But there are natural clear cuttings in unplanted forests. These areas might actually be really important for some species that cannot tolerate the overstory pines. Typically, those planted stands also have less diversity of plants on the ground. Some tightly packed stands are essentially sterile and nearly devoid of wildlife. Alright, now to be clear, I don't think that state forest land is therefore not valuable and trees should not be harvested. In fact, it's probably our best way to still provide timber resources with the least amount of environmental damage. But I do worry that we kind of just tell ourselves a fairy tale story by equating managed state forest land that is used for harvesting timber with really pristine ecosystems. Anyway, I just thought this was some neat info to ponder about and hope you enjoyed this video.